I thought I cleaned my desk. Now it looks like I'm lying. Hi, good morning. Well, I need some context. And why is there hair? See, this is the downsides about having long hair. I know it's not long, but it is what it is. Yeah, hair gets everywhere on my head. Anyway, sorry about that. Do you like my bracelet? I made it. Okay, not really. I painted it with acrylic paint, and oh, it's so pretty. It looks a lot prettier on the camera than in person, but I still like it. Anyway, what am I doing? So I need some context. So I was rereading Webtoons, and one of them is called Spirit Fingers. It's a bit cheesy. It's more high school oriented because the main character is like, I think, a senior in high school. But then there's like a bunch of adults around my age that partake in this group meeting every weekend called Spirit Fingers, and it's so cheesy. I honestly, if I encountered such a group where you have to introduce yourself as a colored finger of some kind and you have to do a weird performance or weird pose, I'd probably quit. I'll be like, okay, bye. I like the color, but oh gosh, I'd be like, but yeah, they do something called Croquis, I think it's called. It's a French term, but it's basically like speed drawing, more preferred towards getting proportions and things done for like fashion drawing or real still life or real life people you draw them, and I never really did that. And so I want to try, but I think they prefer having live people draw, and I don't like people that much. So I'm going to do the antisocial version of Croquis, where I just pick some pictures on my lovely phone here and pick one, set a time for, they say 1 minute, but I'm kind of slow at drawing, so I give myself an extra minute. So I will do 2 minutes of speed drawing / Croquis, and I already have the images picked. Thankfully, I did my homework for once. I was not a good student. So I will have my timer here, but I have to do it because I lose a few seconds. So let's get on with it. So, all right. Now, oh no. Okay, so I will have Bear. So I have Bear here. Let me scoot on over. I already wasted time. Lovely. And I actually have no training. I just saw what I saw on the Webtoon and I want to try. That's it. Okay. Because I think you're supposed to have real people. And I need to shut up because I'm going to waste time if I do this. I did practice like 2 nights ago. It was pretty good, but I thought I can do better. And the first time I tried with pencil, not so much. Oh, he has his foot up. Oh, right. It's not a AI picture. It's a real picture. Oh, he's going to get cut off. That's fine. He'll live. Okay, I got the main stuff. Now maybe I could add something here. Yep. See, that's how fast it is. You have to do it super fast. That's not bad. I got the general shape. I got some features and a bit of shadow. So I heard of it vaguely, but I didn't know the correct term. At most, I remember speed painting from DeviantArt so long ago, but this is definitely an interesting challenge, and I'm just using whatever colored pencils just to get some kind of bit of color in there. So let's try another one. So I think I should try doing these as warm-ups just to get me starting to do something, because I haven't been drawing very much lately. It was a 3-day weekend. I was with my family. My family was sick and I was blessed. So here we are. Okay, so let's try a person. And it's going to be more male-oriented because that's one of my weaknesses, is drawing men. It's gotten better. Just it's always a struggle for me because especially like they have different muscles than women. So yeah, let's do something a little easier. And I don't know if it's easier, but I guess this guy. So, all right, so I got that. Back to this, and here we go. All right, so it's probably going to be a little bit more rough because there's too much shadows. I don't know what's going on. And no eraser, I think. I think it is, but there's not enough time. You gotta do this. Okay, this is a bit off, but whatever. See, this is my weakness. The guy's head's too, but actually has a big jacket, so it's not totally wrong. Oh, he has a big butt. Sorry. He has some junk in the trunk. No, it's not. It's just the bagginess of the clothes give that illusion. Oops. Oh well. I have a problem of not keeping things in the picture. Okay, I got everything down pat. Just a few things here and there. Yep, see, there you go. Quiet you. Yeah. That's not bad. It has a likeness. It has a likeness going on. All right. But this one, the small details like his hair and the bits of his jacket kind of threw me off. But I got everything done. That's the important part. So I like the style. I love sketchiness. I am very partial to sketchy looks rather than the clean, precise, dare I say, cold look of certain digital art. Not all of them, but like after a while, if you keep looking at it, I don't know if people notice it, but I notice it just because it's like the same style, the same face, the same perfect proportions. It's like, it seems a lot less fun. I like what I liked about traditional arts in general and like different styles of digital arts. There is a style, there is a look. They're not totally perfect, and I love it. But when it's totally everything is clean and perfect and almost everything is identical because everyone is like, just do what everyone else is doing and you can compete, it just seems very sad. Like, where's the individuality in that aspect? I like sketches. Okay, so let's try another one. Okay, so I have 9. This is pretty good. I am surprised of the progress I'm doing. I thought I can work on I could do like something of myself, but I kind of don't like it. I'm not very good at dynamic poses, and I always look good. I look good by myself when I take the picture. When other people take pictures of me, ugh, I'm a train wreck. Please don't ask how that happens, but it is what it is. Okay, let me try to find another one. I'm looking at the ones I have now. Oh, let's do another animal. I like the animals. They're kind of cool. All right, I got the Philippine eagle. I like his little hair. Oh, okay, so 2 minutes again. Da-da. All right. Oh, let me get another pencil. Here we go. Oh, I think I made him too big again. Let's just get the form first. Then you can add details if you have extra time. Okay, so I got that. Good. So now yep, there we go. All right. Okay, so there's that one. Last one. Yeah, I'll just do 4. I just chose that number. Oh, why is there a stupid ad? Go away. Okay. Last one. Okay, I'll pick an old friend of mine, old friend and coworker. I'll have pink. I think that's pink. So back to this and go. I'm not very good at drawing glasses. It's one of my many, many weaknesses. Oh no, I messed up the nose. Oh god, I see, this is the downside. Oh, gosh. That one's bad. Okay, so yeah, I'll just add in a little bit. She looks bald. Sorry. I'll give an excuse for this one because this area messed me up. But other than that, that was pretty good. Okay, so yeah. I think I should do this more often for the sake of, what is it? A warm-up to help me get something, I don't want to say creative juices because that sounds cringe, but that was pretty cool. I very much am interested in that stuff, but I do think I should try to work on real life people. So this is where I have, I think I like it better with the colored pencil than the regular pencil, just because there's a lot more, I like color. So we have the bear raising up their lowly foot. We have some random guy bending over, doing his little pose and having junk in the trunk. I'm just kidding. It's just the clothes. Then I have the Philippine eagle. I never drew that before, but as long as the shape is there, like, that's fine. But I think the one that messed me up was this one, because her face, I was too preoccupied with the face and glasses. Oh, maybe this time around I will do better. And this is the weakest of the bunch. But overall, I do like the outcome. 3 out of 4 is pretty good in my opinion. And I think my favorite is tied between, sorry, eagle, I like you, but I think, yeah, is the bear or this dude, just because I like that there is progress with drawing men, because I am not very good at drawing said men. But I still like this one. It's really cute. So, all right, there's my warm-up. If you want to see a few, there's one that's a little bit TMI, but I tried to draw myself in one of them. This is like the last time / first time I drew with pencil. Let's not look at that one. And then there's my little chicken nugget. And the very first croquis I tried was this one. It was like a random reference of a guy holding a gun. So yeah, very first, and I got everything down pat. But yeah, there are certain areas that will throw me for a loop, especially like difficult things to draw, like glasses and muscles. I struggle, but I think this would be good for everyone, no matter what drawing background you have. It really, like, it gets you like, I gotta do this. So I don't know if I can recommend a few of my friends to try, because everyone has lives and they have jobs and they have lives. And so, but like, just for fun, it's like super fast. You don't have to be all like, oh, I gotta spend 3 hours. It's like boom, 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 boom. And you have no excuse. You can use whatever. You can use copy paper, colored pencils, regular pencils, crayons, marker, whatever you have, you have no excuse. And you're kind of put under pressure, but it works for me because I don't mind, like, oh shit. But even if I do mess up 3 out of 4, 2 out of 4, or even as long as you get one good one, you're good to go. But like, if it's your very, very first try, I don't know how that is. Especially if you never really drew. And if you want perfect results, you're probably not going to get it. But I think if you like the process, you like the idea, I think you can keep doing it, in my opinion. And it's really fast. So yeah. And I think don't get maybe like a super fancy sketchbook for this. Like, get like a, just like the free note, or it's just blank paper like this. It looks like notebook paper, but it's just like blank. They have them on Amazon or eBay or what have you. But yeah, I'm gonna try to paint over big boy here. I don't know if I can. Maybe I don't think I can fit all of it. Well, I got these other ones. I found this painting I was talking about a while ago. This head is, and then there's some crap on it. I don't know what the hell that is, but I have to paint over it, so that's fun, or clean it. I don't know, but this was really cute. But this was surprisingly hard. I think because of the head. This head really pissed me off. This is so cute. I love this one. And these 2 little hedgehogs. I love the series. And why is there hair? Stop it. So what I don't like about canvases, you have to paint on the sides as well, especially if you have detail. And you don't totally have to, because I did that with this, but I'm not going to do all of it because I'm tired. Because this guy here, there is progress, but I decided to fix certain areas, and I had to clean all this. This had some shadow on it, but as I looked at the reference, it was really messy, and I decided ultimately I'm going to fix it. So I started painting on the areas that had problems, and there's still the side that has problems too. I got a lot of work, and then turns out I messed up here as well, because I guess I was rushing or I was too excited. I didn't notice I missed a scalar 7. So I have to redo this area, but thankfully this is the only area. This is forgivable. This, oh Jesus, how? Actually, I don't mind tedious work. Funny enough, like I can do this all day if given the chance. The only thing is I don't have enough time to do it, so I'm always doing it bits and bits and bits, and it did accumulate, as you can see here. But I think I'll just leave it on the forefront this time around. I'm not gonna paint on this, like, ugh, I'm tired. And yeah, like here as well, like I'll just keep the colors, but not this, because I'm and I could just blend it in at most, and then just that's it, because this is a lot. Okay, if you're that type of person who has to get all the details, camera, please focus. I beg of you, focus. It's like, no. So anyway, I would like to continue this if I have extra time. This one, I just wanted to show that, oh, I found it. I'll probably work on it off camera. But I wanted to paint over, sorry, get out of there. I got this old boy here, black, I must have called him Black Myth Wukong, the Destined one. And I got crap. I'm not, my life, it's crumbling. So yeah, I have decided to not keep this painting because reasons I will disclose in a bit, because I'm trying to put things away. What bothered me was this. I know I'm not going to see it on the front, but I don't know why. I didn't notice this when I bought this at Goodwill. Yes, Goodwill. I didn't realize this was a thing. I was like, what? Because usually they put it in the back of the canvas, but whoever manufactured these needs they need some crayons, really big crayons thrown at their face, because I don't like that, and it kind of bothered me. Plus, I think I want to make a bigger version of this, and I already messed up the drawing. This thing messed me up, so I might do something with something Black Myth Wukong related, but in pastel, because I do what I want. So now, what am I doing? Good question. I had paint, and it's, oh, here it is. So here's me being spontaneously blah. Yeah, bye. I'll see you. You'll come back soon, because I like this armor, the non-pure armor, but I don't want this on this canvas. I had at least 4 or 5 big canvases in the other room, and I'm sorry. I wanted to paint it. I love this armor, but I don't, oh God, did I just break another paintbrush? I'm not that strong. That's insulting. I should use a bigger, oh wait, I do have one, sorry. I clean my brushes off camera, guys. Isn't that exciting? No, I know it's not. So thankfully, I'm very fast with the doing stuff. I was looking into abstract art a little bit, or also Spirit Fingers had like lovely little color palettes in their introduction title. It's hella pretty. I want to do something like that, and then put Black Myth Wukong somewhere. Like, what the hell? Yeah, I was reading a whole bunch of webtoons, but one in particular was Spirit Fingers. I love the art. It's so pretty. The characters, how they're drawn, while everyone is skinny, and while the main character is considered fat, take one look. Like, she's not fat. What are you talking about? And most they talk about, oh, my thighs are they're like horse thighs, and they're quite thick. But I'm like, what was it called? Thick Thigh Save Lives or some other. But like, yeah. I was like, what are you talking about? You're fine. You don't would you like to trade? And so I thought it was kind of, well, I did see it a while ago and then I just dropped it. I think I was distracted. But then I had the 3-day weekend happened and I was like, oh, I can go look at it. And so I did. And I was hooked. I read all 166 episodes in a span of 2 days, in the span of 2 days. And it was a lot of fun. And I almost forgot how funny that the love interest, Kevin, I don't know the Korean name. I read only the English. He's such a freaking ham. It's too funny. But yeah, it was a really cute story. And it's like about growth and change of a character's typical behavior as an introvert, a very shy girl who's always told to, you can only show, you're only worth something if you are as smart as your brothers or smart as certain family members. And if you can compete with them, then we will accept your good graces and, support you entirely. Otherwise, study. So it was that sort of thing. But at the same time, it was a nice story when she encounters these people who draw like once a weekend and they gather together and they call themselves the Spirit Fingers and they go by colors that they chose for themselves. Like there's, I think mint, blue, pink, brown, khaki. So it looked, they say khaki, but they keep picking like a olive green. I don't know. And so I was all like, oh, what finger would I be? But yeah, you say red finger, you say blue finger, but I don't know. When they said brown finger, I just giggle a bit. Maturity check, and you failed. And so I was all like, yeah, that'd be kind of interesting to like not the whole Spirit Fingers thing, but just the idea of like you gather around with some other artists and you draw something for, in a span of like half a day or some other, and then you go hang out and have some lunch or dinner and you're good to go. And I was like, oh, that's really nice. Why can't I have something like that here? And then what I do like about their whole concept of their weekly gathering was you did not have to be like a prestigious world-class artiste, a prodigy of prodigies. It was people from different backgrounds, from art students to high school students to even middle-aged people who have jobs and, they had nothing going on in their lives. And this was the one piece of joy, one light in their dreary lives that they can, be a different person because they also dress up in costumes and model for the other artists to draw from. And I thought that was so cool. It's not for me, but I just thought the idea was so cool. Like a whole bunch of people from different walks of life gather once a week to draw without having to feel pressured or judged that their art is not the best. And they encourage you. They're very encouraging and very kind and friendly and funny. And there was like a really nice, dare I say, vibe and atmosphere. But then outside of that, their whole lives are probably the complete opposite of what they represent in that club. Like maybe they're lonely, they have no friends. People bother them like, why aren't you dating? Where's your husband? Where's your wife? And so it shows that this once a week sort of gathering lets them vent, lets them release some pressures of their daily lives, and they all have a good time with other people. And if anything, they don't always like, oh, I had a terrible week and blah, blah, blah. They just gather, wear costumes and draw and have fun. That's so fucking cool. I was like, why don't we have, I don't know. I'm not too, for me, if something like that ever came to me, I don't know if I would, because I'm not very big on, I'm very antisocial, as you can see here. I can't even do Croquis the genuine way. I have to do the antisocial version, but I think it's pretty effective. Plus, it's a good level of baby steps where, this is so pretty. I like the colors. But, I think the more genuine way is you have like a real life person posing for you, like, like some live model. I never did that when I had art classes. Fun fact, I never took like those typical art classes where there's a naked person in front of you when you draw. My older siblings did that, and they went to more established art places where they had art courses or where they had nude models, and I was like, I never did that, but they did. I'm not sure what their take was it from that, but I'm pretty sure it was very useful for them because it does help you figure out the human anatomy and where everything goes. And I did not do that, so that's probably why sometimes I have weaknesses in drawing people. But that doesn't mean it will discourage me to not, because I've seen artists where they get a commission from people and they show their messages from people who are asking them for commissions, and they want them to draw their family members. Oh, it's a scam, by the way. But the other thing is, they would say things like, I don't draw people. Okay, so while I understand, I think you lose a lot of money if you talk like that. But if there is, if you're successful in other aspects of drawing other things, like I guess personas or anime, fan art, or even like animals and stuff, or still life and cute things, kawaii things, I think that's fine. But then if you are like you don't have enough, you're not making bank in your art, in your freelance art, and someone asks, hey, I want you to paint me something, but can you draw me like a portrait of someone or myself? And you turn them down because you don't draw people and you don't have a lot of money. You need to not do that. I think that's just one opinion of mine. Okay, take it or leave it. But I think if you're strapped for cash and someone offers you seriously like a paid commission and it's something you don't draw, fucking draw it. Lower your standards, damn it. Because I think I had some experience with that, but it wasn't like a commission sort of thing. No. Well, he paid me, but in like food, and he was a coworker of mine, so Ooh, this is pretty. I like this. This is. It does look like this. Okay. This is good. So, this is just one advice. I know I'm like, who am I to say? I'm not a freelance artist or anything, but I'm just saying, okay, you can't be picky about such things when you are not earning money, because I know it's not easy to earn money as an artist. It definitely isn't, okay? I dabbled a bit, it sucked, and I had to quit. Plus, I get sick easily. It sucks. But depending on the context, don't knock it till you try it. Get out of there. I think if you are successful in your freelance work, you do not want to work on drawing people at all, okay, you can have that. I'll give you a pass for that. You're kind of bitchy about it, but I'll give you a pass. But if you do not have much income in your freelance art and you don't like drawing, let's say, people, and someone comes across your work, they love your work, and they want to see how you draw a person that they know, or a portrait of that person asking for a commission, and you're being snobby about it, you're going to miss out on a lot of opportunities. I think it's also a good learning experience for you, even if you don't like drawing the thing. I think that encourages you to do more, do better with your skills. But again, take it or leave it. But you can't be. I just think you cannot afford to be too picky if you're not making money from your freelance work. Okay, I'm just saying. But again, take it or leave it. You don't have to. Okay, if you're gonna be a bitch about that's you problem, not a me problem. I'm just saying. Because fun fact, there's a lot of things I don't like drawing. Originally, I did not like drawing men because men's proportions versus women's proportions are very, not so much alien to me, but I think it's because I'm not a guy. And so I'll be like, okay, body parts. Okay, well, how does that work? But honestly, it was always a weakness for me. And the few times I tried to draw, they were very feminine because I was more accustomed to drawing women. And so it didn't matter because a lot of the few guys or guy friends I knew when I was drawing were like, oh yeah, I love that. Draw me that. Give me some women's. But I think because I was always drawing them more, I was missing out on trying to improve on my weaknesses in certain things to draw. So I would just deny myself of ever improving such skills. Also, backgrounds like drawing scenery or landscape and buildings. I'm not good at that either. That's why I think I wouldn't be able to do like comic book art, because there's so much you have to draw. You can't just draw a person and then call it a night. You have to draw like the background, different perspectives, men, women, animals, weird creatures, that if you have like a fantasy sci-fi sort of thing going on, you got to draw that too. Like there's so much into it. So when people rush comic book or webtoon artists to upload faster, try to make one yourself before you start badgering them to make work faster, because it's not easy, especially if you're running out of ideas and you're running on fumes on what to do, and you feel like you want to quit just to recharge and see where your path goes with this line of work. So yeah, don't be so rough on and rushing artists. Okay, this isn't easy. It seems like it because you're like, I'm just doing this, but come on, like, we're people too, damn it. So yeah, the Spirit Fingers webtoon, I was like, do they have physical copies? Because I do realize that some of the webtoon titles have been releasing physical copies. However, I haven't seen one of Spirit Fingers in English translated editions. Rather, I've seen them in the original Korean language, and I might just buy that anyway. But I think the official one that they show the links for is like $43 per volume. That's a lot. But I'm not sure if it's like free shipping, but even then there's still like a sales tax because it's overseas, and I'm like, oh, maybe if I buy one once a year, that's a possibility, I guess. And so I was just like, let's just put that on the back burner for now and just think about it. But I do really like the art style and the colors. I love the colors because they always put a lot of pastels in their art, and I'm a sucker for pastels. Even though it does not suit my demeanor, I don't wear pastels that often. Maybe like a spot of color here and there, and then the rest is like black, gray, dark blue, or some other, or denim, and then that is it. I feel like I want to be adventurous in color, but I also worry that it looks like a cry for help. And so I don't really like to wear too much color, but I wear more colors when I'm in the house, but when I go out, I just try not to stand out too much. Because sometimes when you stand out too much, you draw attention, and sometimes it can be unwanted attention, which I try not to do. And so, especially if you live in the city and you hear stories and you have encountered people that go to you because you wear something that stands out. And I just want to get through my day, do my errands, and get the heck home. That's all I want to do. Let's see, I need more white. And so, yes, I love colors, but it's kind of hard for me to wear colors because of my personality, I guess. I don't look like a happy-go-lucky person. I do smile in my pictures, don't get me wrong, but I think my overall demeanor I don't know, it doesn't seem like a colorful personality. But I do try to throw in some colors because I think overall I realize the older women get, especially, a lot of the colors turn into mustard and muted grays and browns, and I'm like, ew, I'm like that. And plus, certain colors are hard to get, like purple. I love purple. I think that is one of my top favorite colors. And yet I can't find it. It's so hard to find. And they do have purple, but it's always this ugly eggplant, ambergine, whatever color. And I'm like, ugh, can we have something nice and pretty? No, you're an old lady. Wear gray, wear beige. I'm like, I don't want to wear that crap. So yeah, I want to wear color, but I want to do it in small doses because I think it just doesn't suit my demeanor. But it doesn't mean I totally shy away from color. They're so freaking pretty. So once in a while, like maybe I'll have like a purple shirt on or like a denim skirt and a like black top and like a pink purse, you know, something like that. Like something not too loud and it's fine for me. I like that. Like a spot of color is fine. I think that suits me more at my age. Okay, so I think this is enough for me to cover the Destined One's face or torso, because if you're tuning in now, this was originally meant to be a Black Myth Wukong Destined One's armor painting. I like the non-pure armor, but it's really difficult because there's so much detail. But also the chapter 6 armor is crazy detailed as well. I wish I was that good at art. Even my husband's like, oh, you should contact Game Science. Maybe they can give you like an online job where you do like some art. Like, oh, I'm not that good, man. These guys are crazy and talented. And they have all this fancy equipment. I don't have shit, man. I just do this for fun. That's it. And I just do fan art because I did that Stone Monkey, like I mentioned. And I want to do more Black Myth Wukong art. The art is so freaking gorgeous. I want to work on as much as I can. It's just, it's going to take me longer because, again, it's crazy detailed and amazing. I feel like I could never measure up to that. I just do the best that I can and hope for the best. That's basically my mantra at this point. But I love it. It's so fun. When things start connecting, it's definitely a lot more fun. When things don't connect and it's looking butt ugly, then you're like, I'm trying my best, but it's not working. But it always happens, especially in the pencil stages. That's why I'm like, I was kind of lamenting whether or not I should keep the drawing or just push on forward until, but I didn't feel like it. Plus the staples on the side kind of distract me. I don't like it. I could paint over it, but I know it's there. So that's why I decided ultimately, let's just do something else with this one. And oh, this is pretty. Ooh, I like it. Even though I don't know what to put on here. Oh, sorry. My arm. I need to change it. So yeah. This is a work in progress. And there's no room. There's no room. But this is really pretty. I love pastels like crazy. Oh my gosh. I just don't know what to do with it. I could leave it alone like this, but ooh, it's pretty. I like it. I think I want to fix it a little bit more like I don't know, but I love the colors. That's what they have on Spirit Fingers. I love it. Okay, so now one of my works in progress. Let's get back to Sergeant Snaky Snakes over here. Oh my god. Do I even have a reference? Yes, I do. I just gotta look for it. It's buried now because I've been when I hoard references, it's pretty bad. Pretty bad. Okay, there's a snake. Once I find it, I will, yeah, found it. Okay, so I need to put reference here. I should put it closer, but I could also, okay. Yeah, this area is driving me insane. I don't. This one's fine. Okay, so what's been going on? My kid's school is wrapping up next week. I think Wednesday. The other things, I have an announcement coming up, but I don't know when's a good time. I don't know. I just want to clarify some things before I make said announcements, though it may seem like very last minute. But I have to talk it over with the editor because he's the one that helps me edit my shorts and stuff. So I'll let you know or make an announcement in my community tabs, just so I don't leave you guys behind. It's kind of important. I need to bring it up when things are tied in and things are confirmed, because I don't want to make announcements, and then stupid shit happens. And it totally throws me off, and I can do things, and yeah. So I need to clarify some things with the editor and our arrangements. And then I also have to do a doctor's appointment. Not for me, it's for someone else, but I'm like, ugh, I hate doing that stuff. It always makes me anxious when there's always a doctor's appointment. I also have one in July. Ugh, yuck. I'm not looking forward to that. And then I have to clean up. I have to clean up I'm pretty sure 2.5 rooms and 2 closets or 3 closets. It depends. Yeah, maybe it's 3 closets because some of my stuff's in the 3rd closet. Yeah, there's a closet. And I have to give a gift to my kid's teacher because I want to thank her for all her help throughout this year. And maybe maybe 2 of the staff members, because they were super nice to my kid, or they helped me out in the office. And that's really nice of them. They really didn't have to, especially when they are like super stressed out. I owe birthday gift. Shoot. I said I was gonna give them at least, they said gift card, but I want to give them something nice. And also one of my nephews has a birthday, and I need to get, I might make them another painting too, because they like scary things, and I like to draw scary things too, so I can do that. But I also have to be careful because he's still a little boy, and I don't want to give him nightmares. And he gave me nightmares again. But yeah, I need to look through things and make sure I send age appropriate scary things, because while he likes to boast that he loves scary things, he still has his limits. He's still a little boy. So I'm like, okay, I understood. Actually, okay. So I'm not going to say, well, I don't think they'll watch it, but I have spare pumpkins. And his mom said that he will like one of these kinds of pumpkins where you do okay, yeah, I'll totally do that. But I have to think, do they want to cut a cut open pumpkin or just a painting on the pumpkin? I think you would like both, because I think I do notice a lot of my nieces and nephews have either an interest in art or they're actually already doing some art stuff. And I was like, oh, that's so cool. But I worry that if I show my work long enough to them, while they're like, oh, that's so cool, after a while I'll be like, well, what's the point of me doing it? So I also try to limit my exposure to my work to them. I just don't want them to be like, I can't ever measure up to yours, oh Lord Almighty. So, but if I do give some as gifts, so I try to give it to them in small increments that would encourage them to, maybe I can try something like that, because it's not that hard. The materials, a lot of them I can get at Goodwill, Salvation Army, thrift places, Target, Walmart. You don't have to go to those fancy schmancy art places, though they do have student discounts or discounts in general if you get one of their cards. But I haven't been there because the art places that I know of in the city, they're in kind of not so great areas, and I don't want to look like an art student with money, because art students, hey man, we're in debt. I'm not saying I'm an art student, but I'm pretty sure a good chunk of them are in debt because that stuff's expensive. It ain't cheap to be an art student. I know that much. That's why I never went to an art school, because I'm like, what money? I don't have. So that's also why I was never an official art student. I took art classes at City College, and then that was it. The rest I kind of eyeball it. So technically I'm somewhat self-taught. And it's, as much as it sounds like a brag, it really isn't. It's just something I learned over time. Maybe not directly I know tips, but sometimes I may know them, but I just don't really explain them as a teacher. So it kind of flies over my head. But hey, man, I have some ideas in regards to that for a friend or so, but I also don't want to impose and feel like I'm forcing them to you need to do art stuff with me or else, I don't want to be like that, because I kind of know sometimes some artists like are very like gatekeepy and they like to be with other artists sometimes, and then they just feel like, oh, I can only relate to artists and no one else. Like, no. I think that's also why I'm not very good at joining our communities, because I always like different people. Like things that I'm not very familiar with, I like to learn them from other people because I think that's really cool. Only knowing art stuff and learning art stuff, I think, is, while it's great, I feel like we're kind of like shortchanging ourselves to just stay in one box, one category, rather than just branching out and learning about other people. See, it's so weird. I'm very antisocial, but I like learning about other people. Does that make sense? I don't think it does, because there's people like, oh, I hate people. Yes, I understand. But I think you mean like crowds of people gathered in one area and there's no bathroom and they smell and they didn't take a bath or put on deodorant. And so I understand. Okay, believe me, I understand. But the other thing is, we are people. I'm a people, and we should try to make the most of it. We can't pretend to be animals. We can't pretend to be something we're not. We gotta decide, okay, I'm this now. What do we do from there? And running away from your responsibilities just cause you more problems, I think. But again, I'm not a TED talker. I'm no psychiatrist, psychologist, whatever those are. I just do what I can and throw art somewhere in there so I don't go nuts. Okay, so I didn't do very much. I just wanted to throw in some pink because I have pink right now. I didn't do very much with a dent, but I do notice some areas of this, the scales on top are kind of too pink, too neon, and I need to tone it down a bit with some of the duller areas, I guess, that if that makes sense. I just worry it just looks all muddy, but the thing is, this area is very blurry. So it's a little difficult for me to do, whereas more clean, precise areas are my strong points. Whereas the more blurry, blurred out areas in the background, usually it's more difficult for me to try to achieve that. Okay. Oh, this one needs painting, actually. A little bit anyway. Oh, I think I messed up. What else is new? Okay. Oh, it's already 50. I need to wrap things up in a bit. What else was I talking about? I kind of forgot. I wrote a list. Okay, so I did. Okay, there's so much to do. I did that. I did the croquis. I did the works in progress. I'm working on it, as you can see here. Oh, there's more pink. All right, where's my neon? Oh, I have one, but it's not the one I'm talking about. Oh, I think I'm running out of this one. No, I don't need you. Frosted donuts. Where is it? Oh, maybe it's in here? Oh, yeah, okay. Haha. Around you. So, I think I covered everything. I did talk about the Webtoons and all that stuff. The only other thing is, after that, I tried to look at the other comics that artist did, Webtoon that she did. They're not as interesting, I'm sorry to say, but I'll try to read it. I didn't finish. Like, there's the newest one that they released. It's still ongoing, so I'll keep checking it out. I'm not too engaged with that one. The other one has a boy as an artist, so I might be more interested in that, even though it's still another. I'm not very keen on high school settings anymore because I'm not in high school and I'm tired of being reminded about the high school life. But I think they mentioned a while ago, like, why especially Japanese anime are always so focused on the high school life, because I think it's like a coming of age stage in a lot of Japanese kids or students' life where they go through a lot of things during their high school years. And I'm like, oh, okay, I guess that makes sense. And so, and then for the adults that watch it, I think it's more like a nostalgia feeling to them. Like, oh, I remember that in high school. Like they have like sports events or a kind of spirit week, or they do group activities. They have group field trips. They fall in love. They confess to their crush. They get rejected, or they do get it's it's reciprocated. And I was like, okay, I see. But if for me, because I did not have life in a Japanese high school setting, I don't feel as attached to it as much. So I just, plus I'm old, so I'm kind of like, I'm tired of that. And so I look more into like, at least in their like mid to late 20s characters. So I'm like, okay, I could kind of relate to that. Not in terms of age, but they're as an adult. So I think I can relate to that. And I see that more with the seinen, though they do have some little high school-ish oriented things, but they have, I think it's manga for 30-plus-year-old middle-aged men, basically middle-aged men. I was like, I'm a middle-aged person. I can look at that. And then also some horror is okay, but some of them are kind of, and then some of them are interesting. So I usually look up seinen or Japanese horror sometimes, but not all the time. But then I also go back to back with webtoons, and I saw a few webtoons I'm still like looking into. Some of them are not completed, so I'm like, that's what I don't like about some webtoons, like I have to wait. But if you have them complete the entire series, they have them on like, oh, you can watch it, just give us money, or you have to watch an ad. Thankfully, there's no restrictions for the ad, but sometimes the ads don't work and they won't proceed to the next episode. So I get, oh, why? So there is that. And then yeah, I had so much fun reading Spirit Fingers over the weekend. It was so nice. But I can't be reading it too often, or I will get sick of it. So like maybe, I think the last time I read that was like some years ago. So I was like, oh shoot. So I don't want to make it that long, but it was definitely a fun read. I totally recommend it if you're into art or you're questioning whether or not you want something to read on webtoons. But it depends on what you like. Okay, this is just something I found on a whim and it was fun. And then I haven't been playing video games as much. At most, I tried to do a challenge for Black Myth Wukong, and it was all right. Actually, it was pretty good because this time around, I finished a challenge in the challenge section. I think it was Brothers of May. And I even beat Arlong Shan in one sitting. And I was like, oh, okay. And I don't know if I should do a video about that, but this is if you don't mind extra fighting. If you're like the one hit type of person, I don't find joy in that. It sounds cool, but I feel like you vamped up your character so much. Like, I want to put on a show. So, I was like not very keen on just one hit and boom, you're done. Like that's what my husband likes. He likes to finish it quick. He's not really a RPG gamer. He likes the FPS stuff and some mystery stuff and to some degree horror, but he doesn't like it too much because he doesn't like getting scared. And so for me, I don't mind RPG. So I can, where he was kind of struggling, I was pretty good, but sometimes where I struggle, he surprisingly does well. So we have different strengths and weaknesses when we play games, which is totally fine. That's totally normal. But I don't like when he brags too much. And I'm just like, I'm still struggling. And then he tries to help, but then it just comes off as a brag. And that's just me being petty and childish. But at the same time, like, I'll figure it out. Stop telling me what to do. Okay. I already know I suck. But yeah, I tried one challenge and I noticed that when I have that I think it's a ching staff, like that big spiky staff that you get in one of the challenges, you can be in the see-through stance. Is it a stance? A see-through, I'm going to call it a stance. See-through stance a lot better, more effectively than if when you're in the thrust stance. If you're in the smash stance or that defensive stance where you're standing on the pole, it's effective, but you kind of have to time it, and it's not very easy to do so. So you'll be more likely to get hurt if you don't time it well. Whereas the thrust stance, there's a distance, and then also it triggers the see-through feature when you're about to get hit on its own. Whereas if you do the other two stances, you have to time it, and I don't have that kind of time. Whereas it makes it easier to trigger the see-through stance in thrust stance. I was like, oh, okay. I know it doesn't make sense because if you don't play the game, but it makes sense to me. And then you also have other curios and brews and equipment, and I don't know, maybe I should talk about that in one video or some other, because I've been making like these reels based on my challenges, and they're a lot of fun to do, I think, when I'm not getting whooped. It was definitely a lot of fun, and I am just bidding my time until I see freaking anything for the, what is it? Updates for the DLC, because that's what I'm waiting for. I'm waiting for the DLC. I already beat this game like over 3 times, maybe my 4th time at this point. And so I'm like, where is it? Where is it? Oh, you know. And I like this game a lot. I didn't think I would. I almost quit, funny enough, but when I learned that you can do the game controller on the PC, I was like, oh yeah, I'll totally, I'm way better than that, because the very first episode, if you see, for Black Myth Wukong, I was being annoying, and then my husband is also being kind of annoying too, because he's like telling me every single step, and I don't need that. But what I didn't like was I had to use the keyboard. And that keyboard feature makes me so dizzy. I don't like it. I was complaining about it, and I was almost going to quit entirely because I can't play and be dizzy. But then when we found out, oh, the game controller is still fine, like, oh shit, okay, yeah, I'm sorry, I don't mind. I'd love to play it. And so that's what happened. I ended up playing on the Steam account with the game controller, and it was so much better. So much better. I'm not a PC person, that's why. Okay, so what did we do today? I did, I think I might do that every beginning of these live streams. I think they're more interesting to try, as a warm-up. I remember hating warm-ups when I was in school, but in terms of art, I think it's more beneficial for me to practice doing that, to help me draw faster, because I don't always have the time, and this would be really good for me. And the downside is that I don't have real people, but, I have a buttload of references. I might as well use them. So I might have that as a thing to do like 4 or 5, depending on my mood, but I want the standard to be 4 because why not? 4 croquis or speed drawings just to get my, I hate saying creative juices. That sounds gross. Just to get a jump start in the live stream, so I'm not just babbling on about nothing again. And then I proceeded to cover the Destin one's attempted line art. It's still wet though, with this very, very pretty pastel base inspired by Spirit Fingers, which I have been reading and finished quite fast and crazy like over the 3-day weekend over here. And then it's so pretty. I like it. Should I just leave it alone like this? It's so pretty. I don't know yet, because I might put something on. I just need to figure out what to do. That's pastel. I want to do like a super pretty pastel painting. And I've yet to decide whether or not I just do some abstract thing or something that is I don't want to say tangible, but an actual subject. I was also trying to give some level of advice, though I don't think I have some standing for that, but this is just based on what, I don't want to say common sense, but 2 + 2 is 4 in a sense, where if you are a freelance artist and your business is booming, I think it is okay for you to say, I don't draw people, I don't draw XYZ. if you're not hurting for cash. But if you are a freelance artist and times are tough, no one's asking for commissions, or it's not going well for you, and someone asks, hey, you do commissions, right? Can you draw me this? And it's something you don't draw. And there was like a text like, I don't draw people, they say things, you can hear the in their voice when they say it. I hate that. But like, if you are not earning money and someone goes, hey, I would like a drawing, but can you draw this? And it's something you don't usually draw, and you're hurt for cash, just take the job, take the commission and freaking draw it. Okay, shut up. You can't be picky. If you're making the bank, all right, fine. But if you're not, close your trap, accept the money. But I think ultimately that one might have been a scam, because I had that one. Someone messaged me, I think a year or two ago, while I was on vacation, funny enough, and they're asking me, oh, I love your paintings, can you draw my family? And they would bombard me with pictures of, I guess, their entire family tree at this point. And then I was like, oh, okay, well, I'm out of town right now. Maybe when I come back, we'll discuss it later, because I don't have my supplies with me. And she's like, oh, I'm willing to pay you $700. I don't think that's enough for that big of a family. Because she sent me a lot of pictures of this family. Like, I don't think, like, yeah, I'm going to be using supplies and my time and efforts and skill. 700 ain't enough. But anyway, later on, she was asking where was I from, and I said where I was from. She stopped talking to me. So I think that was a scam. And another example of like what artists I think encounter when they are, they want to show their work and hopefully get commissions. NFT artists accounts, they will try to say, oh, I love your work. If we work together with your work and my, blah, blah business crap, we can make really successful NFTs together. And I'm like, what? But I checked, what you should do is to check who they follow and who follow them back. And what I saw in that person's account as to who this person follows, it's really disgusting. Yes, it was like an old person, but what they were following was really disgusting, inappropriate things. And so I was like, okay, no. And then I just did not answer back, because I'm like, I don't want to deal with you. Like, look, I don't mind. Hey, man, we all have urges at some point. But this person was only watching nothing but yeah. Okay. And so I was like, this is kind of weird. I don't know what kind of stuff they want me to do or draw. And I want no part in that. And so, also, I think also my face can be seen on my account. And so I don't want them to like, hey, can you draw yourself doing this? And I'm like, get out of my face. So yeah, I just did not want to be put in a position like that. And I just did not respond back afterwards. So those are the only scams I encountered, but I'm not a freelance anything. If I do make things, it's usually mentioned off camera, off internet stuff. I don't make announcements. It's a very special situation when I do draw things. Also, if you're my friend and I actually trust you. And so I don't mind sometimes, or, yeah. It's probably stabbing me in the foot, but at the same time, I'm not hurting for money right now. And so I just do this for fun. And yeah. 108. Maybe I should wrap up before someone shows up. Okay, so I didn't do very much, unfortunately, but it's definitely a lot better than the last time. Still, this area needs to be stretched out more, I feel, or the eye needs to be smaller. I don't know. There's something about it bothering me, but I think I need to leave it alone. Otherwise, it will never be done. I'll be like in my 50s going on 60s by the time I decide, okay, this is done. And I don't want to be in that predicament. So that'll be it for now. Thank you for watching. I will try to do more Croquis/speed drawings in the beginning of these live streams, because I think it is very beneficial for me and hopefully beneficial to you if you are interested in what you can ask me what to do, because this is my second day doing this kind of work, but it's definitely more fun and interesting. So hey, feel free to try if you want. So yeah, that'll be it. Happy Wednesday, or what's left of it, or happy Thursday, wherever you are. I hope you have a great day and the rest of your week and weekend. This is Delion signing on out, and I'll see you next Yes, next Wednesday, 11 p.m. 11 p.m. I'm sorry, 11 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, not p.m. 11 a.m. All right. All right. Take care now. Bye bye then.